This is one of the jobs that I stayed at the longest, and they had a very high turnover rate. So I have a lot of stories to share with you guys about this factory life. During that time, I say I was working the factories from 2007 up to like almost 10 years, definitely. So let's just say 2017, 2018. Maybe it was 2008 up to 2017, something like that. So it was almost like 10 years of me being in this type of field. But this one specific place I was at, there was this woman. Her name was Maria, and she would come to me complaining and just kept talking about this other woman. I'm gonna call the other woman Lisa. So she just kept talking about Lisa, saying how Lisa put a spell on her, ruin her relationship. She has blackouts when she's driving, doesn't remember where she was driving. Just telling me all these crazy stories about this woman. And I'm just like, okay, like, that's messed up if this really true. But I'm looking at this woman and I'm like, I don't really get that from her at all. Like, this lady's quiet, you know. Lisa's quiet. She minds her own business. She's on a machine just working. Very, to herself type person. And every day she would just come up to me telling me all this stuff about her and how they used to be friends and she betrayed her. And she would go around telling all these people all these different stories about her. Now, I always kept what she said between me and her because I'm not trying to get in the middle of some drama, right? So one day I got invited to this film, let's just call it a film release party. It was this woman, it was another woman that worked there that I was cool with. She invited me to this event, and her boyfriend was into, making movies. So she invited me to go, and I met her family and other people that were there, and Lisa happened to be there too. Now, by then, Lisa did not work at that factory anymore. So we were talking. I said, how's she doing? What's going on? She's telling me, do I still work at the place? I'm like, yeah. She says she works at another plant and stuff like that. And I can tell when she told me where she worked at, she didn't really give out the location or the name of the company, which is fine. I get it, because of what she been through with that crazy woman. So she asked me, was Maria ever telling me all these crazy stories about her? I was like, yes. She kept coming up to me telling me stuff all the time. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to get in the middle of it. And she asked me, like, do you believe all that stuff? And I'm like, no, I don't believe any of that stuff because you stay to yourself. And she was like, yeah, I never said anything to that woman. We was never friends. We never hung out. And I'm like, what, are you serious? She's like, yeah. She's like, I don't know that woman. She's like, we never hung out. So from my experience with that woman becoming obsessed with Lisa, I think it might have told from maybe one day she started talking to her and Lisa probably set boundaries with her and that bothered her. So now she's going around trying to smear somebody that she really don't even know. And that is my little short story of shit that I seen at the factories.